cook?
No.
Yeah,
What?
me neither.
That seems very
Brian's the only
logical.
one
now
so
that you
far.
explained it to me, it seems perfectly logical, but I did not ever make the connection.
This is insanity.
I never made the connection. I just thought it was his nickname.
Yeah,
my mom's
Cook's in the nickname.
But Cookie is more something you're familiar with than a cook named Cookie. You know what a cookie is more than you know what cook.
We no
named
longer have to
Cookie, right?
defend ourselves. It's 3-1.
I know, it really is.
Fine. What am I
I'm
doing?
the minority here.
Wasting my
I-
breath.
yeah.
Get a poll out, Max Pata.
Don't do it. I can't live with the results.
Or you know what? Just go to USA Today. There's probably one already on there.
Infographic.
Yeah, the infographic, the pie chart. All right, so Nate, usually you should be going ice fishing about now.
Oh, yeah, my brother just sent me some pictures. He got on the ice, but it's very thin right now because there's a lot of the weather's not super cold in Montana, but he did put his ice house out.
That didn't prevent him from going out in the middle of the lake?
Which makes me very nervous because he's not, he's a rotund guy.
Oh, big guy on a lake.
Yeah. And
with thin ice.
Thin ice.
Big guy on
And
a
probably
thin
drove his,
ice.
I don't think he drove his truck on it, but yeah, he sent me a picture.
Did he catch, what is that, sturgeon? What's the crazy fish you guys go after there?
Pike and
pike.
walleye. But he
The pike and the harpooning of the pikes?
Yeah,
like, you guys aren't dropping a line in the water. You're fucking harpooning these things, right?
Yeah, we stick them with, it looks like a pitchfork with barbs, and my brother actually welds them.
Yeah, he does.
And then, and we do put lines in also. We put those tip-ups in, but we sit in the ice house to spear. That's the most fun, is when you actually get to stick one.
Yeah, and they're big and scary and like dinosaur fish, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's your brother.
There's
My
that. Oh,
God.
that's mine.
That's yours. The fucking pike. They're scary, crazy looking, and they're huge.
And if they bite you, they have anticoagulants in their mouth. Like, I tried to take a hook out of one of their mouth once, and it bit my thumb. Bled for like 4 hours.
They have like crazy razor teeth, and they're huge, and I think the reason you can stick them is because they're such aggressive fish that if you just put something shiny down there, they'll go after it.
Yeah, you put a decoy down there, and they swim in and just bite it. And then they come back to eat it real slow.
Mm-hmm.
And you just put your spear right over the top of their back up here, and then bam, you nail them.
Is pike good eating?
It's not as good as walleye, but yeah, my brother, we eat them all. He beer batters them. I'll show you.
You know the guys I like? I like the guys who fish and hunt, and then when you say to them, you hunted and ate rattlesnake, and they go, yep. And they go, is it good? Not really. Like, well, okay. Wow, that's a commitment. It's available. It was alive. It's alive and free. So, yeah, didn't have to taste that good. Yeah, got a bunch of pictures of giant pike with your brother.
They have this big, like, rectangular mouth.
It's a walleye. The thing about Nate, I don't see... Nate, you're sober, right?
Yeah.
So aren't you legally precluded from ice fishing? Like,
that is a big
don't they have
part
you
of ice
blow
fishing.
breathalyzer before you go out there? If you don't blow
If you're
over
not
0.08, you can't get out there?
Yeah. If you're not drinking whiskey straight from the bottle, they don't let you on the ice.
Sober ice fishing with Nate.
Exactly. Exactly. It's pretty brutal.
The dictionary says cookie, with a Y, a cook at ranch or camp. So,
Well, now we know.
Dawson, you're going to say you knew it.
I figured it out about 3 years ago, so I did not know it.
Fairly late in life.
Fairly late in life. And then when I said, oh, that makes perfect sense. But no, I thought it was just a term of endearment.
Max Pata?
Hey, everyone listening, there's no shame in knowing that Cookie is for
Never heard of Cookie before.
What?
I knew because he's from a fucked up culture where they don't have good stuff, so he wouldn't even know that Cookie was the name.
We didn't even cooking food. That's not even part of our culture either.
Yeah, you eat everything raw.
Yeah.
No.
So, what would you eat on the wagon train, Nate?
Just bad stuff off of fire. Everything was fire cooked. So
were you guys hunting along the way?
No.
Bring cans of beans and stuff?
Yep. Beans and, so long I barely remember. I just remember eating everything off the fire.
What's going on with the chassis? By the way, congratulations on Mashable and the Formula One recommendation of Uppity. So,
yeah,
that's
some good stuff. So right now we are doing a final crowd raise where you can invest in the 2 docs we're just finishing, one on Mad Magazine and one on memes that we're doing with Cedric the Entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing a final raise for post-production.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty cool because when we first started these, we're about to finish them both. We're at rough cut with both of them, and we ended up getting, as you know, a bunch more celebs in both of the docs, and they're pretty much done. And the good thing about this is the kind of investment where you can get money back. It's not like crowdfunding where you get a T-shirt or something. There are perks you can get. You can get your name in the credits. You can get executive producer credit depending on your investment. But it's all set up so that you get money back as we get money back.
Oh, okay.
So the good thing about it is like the COVID situation that has killed production in Los Angeles, that we're going to finish these 2 things in the next 3 months. They'll be available when there's really just not a lot of content to sell right now. So it's going to help.
So go to invest.microventures.com and invest in either one of these movies, and some perks, digital downloads, and tickets to premieres, and producer credits, and dinner with me and Cedric the Entertainer.
That is on there.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like a pretty fabulous
Rattlesnake.
dinner.
Yep. And for the simple URL is microventures.com/Adam.
All right. And what's the update? Any K-Rock doc updates?
Boy, we have a lot of people who are trying to sort of help us get that over the finish line. We're still holding out hope that we can do 4 episodes instead of 1, instead of a one-off doc. We just interviewed Chris Martin,
Coldplay,
yeah.
right.
And we already had Bono and Tom Morello and Blink and Beck and Green Day and all those great people in there. I think, we're going to retake it out again, and I don't know how we didn't sell it the first time. So,
well, I blame you, but
I agree.
It's a weird thing, and it's kind of how Hollywood is. Every time I talk to someone, they go, "Oh, what are you working on?" And I'd go, "I'm working on a Paul Newman racing doc," and they go, "Okay." And I go, "I'm working on a 24-Hour War," and they go, "Uh-huh." And I'd go, "I'm working on Shelby." I don't know what that is. And then I go, "I'm working on a K-Rock doc." Everyone would go, "Oh, that's an awesome idea for a doc. Oh, they got to make that doc." And I was like, yeah, and that's the one that's hardest to get made.
It's so bizarre.
It's bizarre. All right, so we're going to play some made-up movie. Do we have an intro here?
In a world where titles are many and plots are few, one man can take your movie names and make them come to life.
What is going on?
Adam Carolla stars in Made Up Movie.
Gina?
Yeah, one jumps out at me. Busted Dreams.
Oh, Gina, you remember the rule. The caller's supposed to say
I'm
the
sorry,
name.
I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot.
just fucking busted my dream.
Ruined everything. I'm sorry. Do you want to talk to him or no?
Yeah, we'll just go down. Hey, caller, what's the name of your title? Shh, quiet, Gina. We want to hear.
It was based on Gina, so I'll let her get away with it this time. But it's Busted Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But if you'd give me a minute just to heap some praise, Paul Bryan, I'm glad you're doing well. A Patreon for Film Vault, and glad everything's going good with Christy and the kid. Gina, you're a breath of fresh air on the show. It's the first time I've called in a few years, but I'm glad to have you on.
Thank you.
Adam, you've really made a big impact on my life, and I think that I'm a stepfather because of you, and with patience and keeping families together. So,
well, thanks, Brent.
Anytime.
All right, name your movie. Did he get
all
it?
that kind of good stuff. But
all right. He did say it was named after me.
So go ahead.
It could be an autobiography, but have you guys? Are you familiar with the movie Kinky Boots? The musical Kinky Boots?
Yes.
Yeah, familiar. Heard of it.
I feel like this is the next evolution of that. It's this shoe factory that pivots and starts making like drag queen boots for the drag queens. Busted Dreams, a factory down on their luck, trying to come up with the next big super bra. The next great, and they have to compete with Victoria's Secret. They have to compete with Maidenform, but they are not giving up. This is more like Kinky Boobs. They're not giving up on this dream.
Well, what if we take it a step further, which is the bra company is an old-timey Amish bra company. They've made bras for the Amish their entire career. They have the young girl who's fled the community and gone out, and of course they're having difficulty keeping this 150-year family business afloat, and she has to come back and convince them that they have to make the frilly stuff and the sexy stuff and the bedazzled stuff.
Yes. And do you know why she knows about that stuff? She was on her Rumspringa.
That's right.
It went on forever. Yeah.
That's right.
She went on for her Rumspringa. That's where you get to go and be wild and be crazy. Be
stint at a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right.
And that's where she found out it doesn't all have to be, zipperless or however they do it in, the Amish country. And that's where she comes back and marries these two cultures for a bra juggernaut factory.
I mean, they do have two things going for them: handmade and American made for their bras.
Yeah.
Now, should we have Emma Stone be the young gal?
This is great.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that there has to be somebody out there that kind of takes her under her wing. I don't think Kim Cattrall is working right now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So that might
She's
be a
looking
nice
for a
choice.
gig.
Yeah.
I'm told Emma Stone is pregnant and can't work right now.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll have to push production.
Do you buy Kim Cattrall as Amish? With the
Kim Cattrall,
she's
no.
out in the world?
I see. Okay.
Kim Cattrall plays the Manhattan, recently fired from Victoria's Secret for a scandal.
Who's got to turn her life around.
Who's got to turn it around. Shows up to the Amish factory. At first, she's laughing at all these guys and their wagons and their hand tools and everything, but eventually finds love and realizes the ways of a simpler life, like Nate and the wagon train and the gopher hunting. She comes in there like Ava Gabor from Green Acres, you know.
Yeah.
She's wearing all the furs and the high heels, and of course, there's the fish out of water when she walks into the factory, and all the old Amish guys are looking at her.
Yep.
You know.
Crocodile Dundee.
And then there's the handsome guy that's building the barn, who's the quiet, strong carpenter guy that she falls for.
Well, I'm gonna go with Liam Neeson on that one.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the widower. He's the widower.
Kind of quiet, but heart of gold.
What's the Harrison Ford movie where he had to protect
Amish? The Witness.
Yeah,
Witness. Yeah, Witness.
Amish.
Witness. Amish Witness.
Amish Witness.
So Liam, his wife of 31 years was crushed in a barn raising. And he blames himself. You know what I mean?
Like fresh baked rolls. For the workers.
And he summoned her to bring the rolls when the rope snapped.
And the truss.
And it gave way and crushed her. And he swore he'd never raise another barn.
Right.
Sure. Kim, obviously there's a montage, but at some point she convinces him to go out and raise that barn.
Honey, you've got to do this again.
Nate, do your Liam Neeson.
I've got a particular set of skills.
Got a particular set of skills, and I'm coming after you.
Yeah, all right.
And they put a little plaque with the dead wife's name on it.
Yes, on the barn. So we turn the Amish bra factory around.
Yeah.
And we raise the barn. Kim Cattrall finds a simpler life.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe
I'd watch the shit out of this.
I would watch this too. All right, let me talk to our caller. Hey, Brent.
Sure.
What do you think?
It's a Disney Plus original, and I'm already going to subscribe.
Thank you, my brother. All right. Let's go to line 2. Andrew, 50, Vegas.
That's right. Hi, guys.
That's right. What do you got?
I'm looking at Room for Cream.
Oh.
I'm thinking
cream
on this one. I'm thinking of remember that Tom Hanks, what's her name movie where she had the bookstore and he owned the book big thing. It's
Got
that.
Mail.
Yeah, was that Got Mail?
Yeah,
Is that
it
one?
was based on the shop around the corner.
Right. So Jennifer Aniston runs the little boutique